Hey everybody, John Sposato and Sharon Caffini here for the entire Arizona Home Group.
And we are here with your September 2023 market report.
All right, well, so it's September, and really the story at this point is about inventory, right? Inventory is still just remains about just over 10,000 homes available for sale.
Yes, so that has been declining steadily since January. So we just do not have a ton of homes on the market right now.
Not a lot of homes to choose from, therefore, there's not a lot of homes going under contract. Yeah, so we've got this phenomenon going on right now where there's just not a lot of sellers who are coming on the market.
Right.
And there was this article that came out from CNBC last week that talks about this golden handcuff effect.
Yes.
It's kind of bizarre, right? So the concept is basically there's probably close to 65 million Americans who have an interest rate below 5%. And they're not feeling very compelled to go on the market right now, right?
No, they feel kind of stuck. I mean,
Yeah.
they really don't want to leave. Why would you want to leave a 2 or even 3% interest rate for what they are today?
Yeah. Even if they want to move, they feel compelled to stay. Like, why do I want to get rid of this rate? Even if they want to get a smaller house, or the kids are off to college, or they want to grow into a bigger house. If you've got a great rate, like, why am I
Right.
going to double my rate?
Right. So it's not giving anybody any motivation to move and keep the market going.
So what's really happening, there's a lot of people on the sidelines kind of in a standstill. You've got buyers who are waiting to jump in the market but don't have a whole lot to choose from. And you've got sellers who are waiting for rates to go down so they can buy up.
Right. And with those buyers that are also kind of obviously waiting for lower interest rates, the problem with that is when they do lower, there's going to be a bunch of people dropping into the market. So right now, even though rates are higher, we can use this to negotiate with sellers because the sellers that are on the market absolutely have to sell. So we can use that to get concessions from the sellers to do temporary rate buy downs. That way the buyers can have more negotiating power and they can refinance later.
Yeah, well, we had our first-time home buyers who just went to escrow this week, $430,000, but we got $10,000 cash towards their closing costs. So there are sellers out there who have a lot of equity, and there's negotiations on their listing prices, and they're giving concessions right now. So and there's less buyers to compete against.
Right,
So it's a
exactly.
great time to be a buyer in this market if you can swing that payment.
Yeah, and so when interest rates do drop down some, we're going to see an influx of sellers probably coming into the market too.
The flood.
So we may stay in a more seller-driven market if not a ton come on, but if a ton come on, we can end up in a buyer's market, and who knows how that's going to affect prices. They'll either stay flat or they could actually come down if a bunch of sellers jump into the market.
It's going to be crazy because rates will drop, and people are saying like 6% is that trigger point where
Right.
really, and if it ever gets down to 5, forget it, it's going to be off to the races. So, but yeah, right now there's buyers and sellers sitting on the fence. And
Yeah. So if you want to sell or buy without having a ton of craziness happening around you, now would actually be a good time because at least we know what we're dealing with in this market.
yeah, you have less competition as a buyer, and you also have less competition as a seller.
Yep.
It's a win-win. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's been a very long summer. Been a very long, flat summer. Inventory has been very flat. Pendings have been pretty flat. The Fed is doing a great job of killing the real estate market, right? But that's kind of typical for a season. Summers are always slow
Yeah.
there in Phoenix, right?
Yeah. And with that, if you have to sell or if you have to buy, there are definite advantages to this market, even though it is kind of slow and the rates aren't the greatest.
Well, there's 7,000 homes under contract right now. So homes are selling. And
Right.
homes that are priced well, that are marketed well, are selling very quickly.
Right. And that's why we have an awesome dynamic marketing package for our sellers. So you're always in good hands with the Arizona Home Group.
Well, anyway, from John and Sharon and Nadia and Thea and Aaron and the rest of the Arizona Home Group, thanks for listening in on our September market report.
Yeah. And be sure to find us on YouTube or ArizonaHomeGroup.com. And on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit those notification bells.
And
Thanks.
check out all our lifestyle videos as well. We got
Yes.
really great content. Check it out.
Thanks.
Hey, everybody. Right off the bat. Boom. Hey, everybody. John Sposato and Sharon Caffini. And it's time for our August.
You say, John's just on a